Now to a conversation that I've certainly been looking forward to. The Holman Prize is named after a 19th century blind explorer who was a prolific private traveller before the era of modern travel. The $25,000 prize is awarded to 3 blind people who have ambitious ideas that challenge misperceptions about blindness. One of the 3 winners is Tafazo Nyamuziwa, an experienced Zimbabwean DJ based in Germany. He speaks to us now about his journey and how he will use the prize money. Tafazo, thanks so much for speaking to us on the show. You're $25,000 richer. Talk to us firstly about your journey to get to where you are, blind and now a DJ.
Okay, good evening, Hugo. Yeah, thanks for inviting me on the show. Yeah, I got blind at the age of 25. You know, when life gives you a different, takes you on a different route, you know, you just have to be strong. Of which it's not one of the easiest things to be able to, you know, after 25 years, you being sighted and all of a sudden you can no longer see. It becomes difficult, but you need to accept, you know, what it is and accept the situation and move on. So, yeah, my journey has been interesting. Was ever since I got blind in 2009. I just believed in myself, and I've just put the faith in myself and said, hard work should just come from me. And when you put hard work, at the end of the day, it pays off. That's how I've just treated life as.
Now, you becoming a DJ, were you a DJ before you lost your sight, or was it something that then evolved after 25?
You know, at times, you've got a passion and a talent that is within yourself, but you wouldn't know it probably until something happened. So actually, before I got blind, I was more into sports. So when I got blind, that's when I figured out, now I don't have the eyes, but I've got the ears, I've got the hands, I've got the mouth. So what am I passionate about? Okay, being a DJ. Let me do it.
Okay, now you have a show on, in fact, you have a show called The Big Chill on a channel called Flora, if I'm not mistaken. Talk to us about that. I know that to millions that listen to your show.
Okay, yeah, I host a show called The Big Chill on Radio Flora. And the show basically is like you bring Africa to Germany. So basically my show focuses more on celebrating African music, African culture, and talking a lot more things about making people in Europe really understand what exactly is Africa, what type of music do Africans do, culture and everything. So it's quite interesting. So it happens every Wednesday and every Sunday. It's a 3-hour show, and I literally handle the show on my own. I produce and I present the show on my own.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, you're the winner of, one of 3 winners of $25,000 prize fund. Obviously, congratulations. It's a huge amount of money. I'd like to think. What are you going to do with this money? Because I think part of the prize fund is expected to go towards developing other people that are blind or have the same sort of challenges as yourself. Okay.
So basically, Hugo, what happened on this journey was it was all about you've got a dream and you want to live up to your dream. So you had to put in an application, write a full proposal of if we give you $25,000, what do you do with the money? So I've always thought was my journey to radio and being a broadcaster was not that easy and smooth. So I thought for a moment, I said, you know what? Why don't I help the other people who are blind to also become radio personalities, who become DJs and everything? So actually, what I'm going to do with the money is I'm going to set up 2 studios in Uganda and in Zimbabwe and be able to also get other blind people from around the world to be broadcasters on this show. But we're not only seeing blind people, we're also going to take in some people who are also disabled and some people who are also able-bodied. The whole idea is to also create what we call inclusion, you know. And so we're going to set up 2 studios, and these studios are going to be running under solar. There's so much solar in Africa, sun in Africa, so making use of the solar. And, you know, I believe, because most of the time in Africa, if you're blind, the only job that you're given is to shell maize, or to sell groundnuts, or the only people expect you to be only a teacher or to be a receptionist. And I'm saying no. Blind people also have got different talents and abilities, and it's that time whereby we give people the opportunity, the platform to be able to, you know, to showcase their talents and their abilities.
Well, that's fantastic. And very quickly, outside of winning $25,000. I know you're a football fan. What is your team and how is it performing in the English Premier League at the moment?
Hugo, don't ask me that question because I'm a Man U supporter, and I've always said this, and I'll keep saying this. Man U is performing very, very poorly, right? And to me, the solutions are the Gazellers need to sell the club, because they are more interested in making the money and they're forgetting the entertainment aspect. So they are not giving the coaches the money to buy the players. Two, I had a problem when Man U bought Cristiano, because I kept on saying, why would you invest in Cristiano? You know, he's just too old, for him to come to Man U. And also besides, even if they bought him, I expect Cristiano to always probably play 15-20 minutes of the game, because he's no longer the Cristiano that we knew. He's just a name.
I guess not. Tafa, unfortunately, we've run short of time, but appreciate your time on Africa Today, and congratulations once again. And certainly we'll be monitoring that progress that you are making. Thanks so much.
No, thanks, Hugo, and thanks to the News Africa team.
Tafazo Nyamuziwa, a DJ in Germany, speaking to us about that $25,000 Holman prize fund that he's just won for inspiring other individuals that also have the same disability. Well,